giant with my recurve, man. So there was this idea. What if a few of us got together and pushed our threshold as men and hiked the whole Buffalo River Trail in just 3 days? The only catch is, it's early September. Seemed like a great idea at the time. In a lot of ways, it was. However, we did not anticipate the obstacles that would come over. Regardless, it was perfectly timed with the early season buck hunt in Arkansas, so I was all in. This is the ultimate Arkansas adventure. Alright, it is August 27th. I'm about to shoot my recurve a little bit, get some practice in, but I've got a really cool trip coming up. I'm headed out September 2nd. A couple of friends and I from my work are going to head down to the Buffalo River Trail in Arkansas, and we're going to hike the whole 35 miles, knock out a backpacking trip together, and then on the back end of that is the velvet season for Arkansas, which this is the first year they're doing the velvet season, so I have some property that I have permission to hunt on, and I'm going to try to get my first buck in velvet. I'm planning to use my recurve to try to make that happen, so I'm really praying and hoping that I can make it happen this year with my recurve, and if it's a buck in velvet, that's going to be super awesome. Just got out to the property. I got my set right here. I'm gonna set it up for this weekend. It's Tuesday right now. I'm gonna set out some bait, set up the camera, see what we got going on here. Hopefully within 4 days I'll have a buck that I can target, and maybe we can make it happen with the recurve bow Saturday, opening day of the early buck season here in Arkansas. But gonna set all this stuff out and then meet up with the guys, and we're going to start our 3-day backpacking trip. Super stoked. This is like the ultimate Arkansas adventure. So, fingers crossed, and I'm really praying that there's some mature bucks. There were some mature bucks last year, and quite a few that made it. A huge 8-point, really nice 9-point, and like a pretty good 8-point from last year. So, I'm hoping those 3 bucks are still here, and that they're even bigger. Maybe one of them blew up. So, we'll see. I'll keep you posted. Yeah, that's a steal. About to hit the trail.
That's right, baby.
Gotta love it, dude. Alright, it is 12 p.m. We're about to hit the trail. You're ready to go.
Ready to roll, baby.
Alright, guys. Come on, let's play. Opportunity. Jesus, we want to see you. We want to know you.
Set up. Got Dylan, Corbin, heading out. Boxley to Pruitt, I believe. Let's see how this goes.
Joshua is going off into the abyss by himself. Let us know when you find it, buddy.
I'm getting wrecked right now.
I gotta be honest, I've never been on a trail like this. Whoa! We were like, yeah, we can go at 20 minutes per mile. Psych.
Finding out which way the road's got you home. Oh, is it a great lake or somewhere you've been from?
We just made it to the Ponca Low Water Bridge. Man, I am shaking. That was rough. Did about 12 miles in one day. But we're here. We're going to swim. I might try to catch a smallmouth before the sun goes down. We're going to set up camp and have a good time.
Go for it.
Well, I haven't gone them all. Let's do it.
Now they're all.
The mosquitoes went away.
I hope so.
Be nice.
There's a bull bugle over here. Woke up this morning, saw a squirrel up in the tree. Then I was hunting that squirrel and all of a sudden a bull started bugling over here. Let's see if I can get a good video of it. Packing up our bags, about to hit the trail. Got a family swimming. We're hoping to get 12 to 16 miles today.
Heading out. Day 2. Let's ride.
Heading out.
I was climbing a mountain, asleep in the moonlight. The ghost of my grandpa came to me in a dream. As the stars hung above us, he started singing this chorus. He laughed loud as hell and said this to me: take a few chances, a few worldly romances. Go swimming in the ocean on New Year's Day. Don't listen to the critics. Stand up and bear witness. Go slay all the dragons that stand in your way. We stayed up and talked till the sunrise. War and love and sorrow. He said, stop spending all your money on forgiveness of sins. Today is all you're promised. Don't trouble with tomorrow. He faded into the forest, proudly singing.
Dude, he is huge.
I surprised him though. He didn't. He didn't rattle until I started backing up.
Guys, I don't even know how to get around him. Do they not know this is overgrown? Dylan just spooked up this giant timber rattler. Alright, we just made it to camp. Did a little over 10 miles today. Made it to Kyle's. Encountered a timber rattler. It's pretty terrifying. Amongst other snakes at the beginning. But man, making it to this bluff was worth it.
Laps, isn't it?
Yes, we could do piece of wood.
Goal is 15 miles a day. About to take off. Dylan's got his set up.
Let's do it.
15 miles, finish this trail out. About a quarter of the, or are we a third of the way done with today?
We are
Altogether?
a third of the way done.
Yeah, third of the way done. Got 10 more miles.
We're doing it.
See if we can make it happen.
Oh my gosh. Was that 5 feet long?
Probably pretty close. Do you see it?
Right below us.
Yeah,
Now
people
if I-
will actually fly fish gar.
Now, if I jumped in, they're not going to come and attack me or whatever.
No. We made it.
We did it. Go, baby!
We just finished 36 or 37 miles. Dylan led the way, set the pace. Our ultra marathon runner. It was a blast. Now we're gonna go to Ozark Cafe, eat some fried chicken. Just finished. About to say bye to the guys. Just got out here to Ethan's house. We're gonna practice shooting our bows a little bit. Ethan's got his compound, I got my recurve. Both of me setting up in different places tomorrow morning. Just finished the Buffalo River Trail, super sore. It was a whole lot harder than I anticipated. But I made it, and I've got a nice buck on camera. So I'm pretty motivated for tomorrow. So is Ethan. Dude, that is a sick bow.
Appreciate it. Wish it'd be a brand new Matthews, but you know.
It was in here. It was in the woods.
Oh, we're going over here.
I just got permission to hunt that.
Oh. So we just got out here to the deer woods. We went ahead and got out here a little later this morning. It's about 7 a.m. because I've just had deer on camera like all the way from 4:30 until 6:30 a.m. like every morning, and then like nothing decided to not risk it and spooking something out there. So hopefully we don't spook anything out. It's a chilly morning. It's like 53 degrees. It's September 7th, which is crazy. So all the bucks have shed their velvet. So it doesn't look like we're going to get a shot at a velvet buck, but there's a really nice 8-point and a decent little basket rack 8-point that I might convince myself to shoot as well. But none of the bucks daylighted yesterday, so hopefully that they will daylight today. But we'll see what happens. We'll keep you posted. Got our bow set up. We're set up in the saddle. It's about 7:55. We gambled and we decided to not risk spooking them before the sun came up, so we came out here. We have not spooked anything yet, so hopefully this works out in our favor. I'm here with my recurve. Ethan's got his compound. We're saddled up, so hopefully we can make it happen. Hopefully a big buck walks by. Opening day of the early buck season. Is it, dude? I can see something. Oh, it's a cricket. It's a grasshopper. It's one of those like cave crickets. Oh, there it is. September 7th. Early season buck hunt. Here in Arkansas in the Ozarks. Got in the saddle around 3:50 and 4 p.m. about 40 minutes ago. And there were, I believe, a doe and a yearling underneath my tree. I spooked them up. I don't think they smelled me. I think they just didn't know what I was. But I think it was a doe. And good thing that it was a doe because you can't shoot a doe right now. So, the good news is there's deer on their feet. There's deer moving. Bad news is I spooked a couple deer. But my optimism says there might be a buck that'll walk out here in the next hour to 2 hours. I had that big 8-point, as you saw, feeding on the bait at 7 p.m., which is like 15 minutes before legal light ends. So hopefully he does that again tonight. And a bunch of tags super early. Lord, I pray that you bring a buck out. I'm not going to be really picky either. If that young 8-point walks out, I'll probably shoot it as well. I've never shot a buck with my recurve. Really praying that that works out. There's something moving behind the 8-point, and it's a huge buck. He's still got velvet on his tines and everything. Oh, I'm so excited. I just heard him crash right over here. He was quartered away, and I think I got a really good shot. I can't believe it. With the recurve, this is like one of the biggest bucks I've ever shot. Man, I cannot believe it. It is September 7th. My cart actually filled up with storage, so I went, looked at first blood, and I literally saw the deer laying down belly up. So I went up to my truck, got a new SD card. I gotta use my truck to drag this sucker out of here anyways. But he's a stud. He is a stud Ozark Mountain buck. He's still got some velvet from his horns. I can't wait to get him on camera. But shot him right from that tree saddle right there. That's my setup. About a 15-yard shot. I've got a pond over here. Natural spring over here that fills into the pond. There's rubs, scrapes. This was the same spot last year where I had a lot of deer movement. And so we set out some bait and put a camera up. Saw a lot of deer. I'm hardly able to come up here. So we'll just kind of put some bait out to kind of consolidate them and see what we have. But man, it really paid off. And I'm so excited. I'm going to be back up here in a week and a half to hunt a bear. Hopefully, Lord willing. So I'm going to set all that up tomorrow morning. But I got to drag this deer out. Let's go look at this deer. There's some of the blood. Some blood there. Some spotty blood. Some blood. Blood. Not even 30 yards from where I shot him. Oh my gosh. Look at that buck. I cannot believe this. He's still in velvet, dude. His velvet's rubbing off. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna drag him out.
Is he your biggest?
Not my, I don't know, dude. Maybe not my biggest, but he is a stud.
Are you going on your...
Well, here he is. Big timber Ozark Mountain buck. He's got velvet falling off of him. This is so awesome. This buck, my first kind of velvet deer. His whole right side is velvet shed, but a lot of his velvet is still on his left side. Dude, he didn't daylight 2 days in a row, so I thought, man, I probably missed my opportunity. And then that young 8-point came out, and I was content with shooting that young 8-point because I just wanted meat in the freezer and bring food home for my wife. And then he was right behind him, and they just were bachelored up right in front of me. And he was quartered away, and I knew that that was a lethal shot, so I shot him back, and it came out right in his heart. He ran 25 yards, as you saw, and literally stood up and just crashed. I couldn't be more excited, man. This is such a blessing from God. It has been a crazy week. A couple buddies and pastors from the place I work at, we literally went on a 37-mile backpacking trip across the Buffalo National River and experienced the Ozarks together. It was the first time they were out there, and man, it was brutal. I literally was like, had all this ambition to go squirrel hunting and fly fishing, catching smallmouth and killing squirrels, and I hardly had enough energy to even finish the hike. And so I was spent, and I almost didn't come out this evening because I was like, man, I have worn myself out. But seeing the buffalo and the Ozarks, being in my hometown was just so beautiful. And then I got to come up here, set up, and I went through with it. Hunted with my buddy this morning. and then set back up this evening, and it paid off, man. I got it done. And I've got meat in the freezer. My wife is going to be so happy.
You started out there with fire down in
I thank God for experiences that break down and build up. For friends that fight and challenge you, for milestones like finishing a trail we always wanted to do and killing a buck with traditional archery equipment. And above all that, having a wonderful family to share all this with. Until next time, this is Scoundrel
Now
Outdoors.
you're alone. Stories without a few letdowns are boring when told. Imperfection in poems are light when it all unfolds.